What's up, guys? Jay the Black here. This is an update on Jonathan Majors, okay? I did a live stream. It was a great live stream, by the way. I'll link it in the description box. And my position was that people shouldn't rush to judgment. People should wait for all the facts to come out before they make a judgment on Jonathan Majors. Well, according to this update, he's innocent. As a matter of fact, there were two women that have given these statements that he did not do it. And also, I believe they're going to have evidence, more evidence to basically show that he is innocent. And there was people, man, there was a lot of people foaming at the mouth to cancel Jonathan Majors. You got all these anonymous people talking about how horrible of a person he was back in Yale. Listen, I don't care. If you ain't got proof that he has done those things, I don't want to hear it. Okay, this man does not deserve to be dragged through the mud by anonymous people, by lies, by things that can't be proven. And I had that particular position when I did my live stream. That was a great live stream. Make sure y'all go and check it out. Even though you have some people that didn't like what I was saying, they want him to be guilty. This is the thing that people got to understand. They wanted Jonathan Majors to be guilty because they themselves have either dealt with trauma or they're on here seeking to fight a battle and destroy people's reputations and careers because it makes them feel good. And the fact that his legal team is saying, listen, we're going to provide evidence, we're going to prove that he did not do these things he's been accused of, because it really doesn't make any sense. Because according to the reports, okay, they had an argument over him texting another woman, which I don't know if he was texting another woman or not, but that was the gist of their argument. It was to me, it was just a very lame reason to argue with somebody, but they both went out drinking. And I believe both of them may have been intoxicated. And when you mix alcohol and women and couples going out to drink, it reminds me of the Ray Rice situation with his wife. Ray Rice and his wife got drunk and they got into it. Sometimes couples shouldn't go drinking together because it's going to bring the insecurities out, at least of one of those people. And it happened to be her. And the thing that people missed is that she waited the next day to go to the police. Why didn't you go to the police that night? Why did you go home first, sleep on it, and then go to the police? Right? Now, I guess it's mandatory in New York to arrest someone for a domestic situation. But to me, unless you have proof, it always should be innocent until proven guilty. But that's not how it is anymore. They want to make you guilty until proven innocent. I don't play that game. I don't care who the person is. I don't care if he's dating a white girl. I'm seeing you melanated heifers talking about how he's with a white woman, so you don't care. Okay, so when a black woman gets put in a bad position and she's with a white man, you're not going to be saying that, are you? You're not. It doesn't matter who he's with. It just matters that he doesn't deal with this woman ever again. Because it's clear that this woman is going to be nothing but problems with him. And when you are an actor in Hollywood and you're having one of the best runs of your career, you can't afford to have these situations. You just can't. Not when you're starting to have success in your career. So let's get into this update, man. Let's get into this update. I'm reading one from TMZ. Jonathan Majors' lawyer says there's evidence that'll prove he committed no crime against a woman who alleged he put hands on her, even claiming she's reversing her own story. Criminal defense attorney Pariah, I can't think of the last name. Is it Chaudhry? Who's representing Majors in this matter, tells TMZ Jonathan Majors is completely innocent and is probably the victim of an altercation with a woman he knows. We are quickly gathering and presenting evidence to the district attorney with the expectation that all charges will be dropped. Did you hear that? You people running around messaging me or sending comments to me. I had one person send me a comment that says, am I gonna hold this L? What L? This is a W for me because I was right. And a lot of y'all are wrong. She goes on to cite evidence. She says they've already gathered to back up their versions of events, including video footage from within the vehicle where the alleged assault occurred, witness testimony from the driver and others who heard the episode. And last but not least, 2 written statements that Chaudhry claims are from the alleged victim in the case. So I was wondering, I'm like, if they took a cab, there has to be video footage. There has to be a camera there, the driver's testimony. So according to his legal team, that's all gonna work in their favor. So what are you people who are sending me emails and messages trying to make it seem like he's in the wrong when it looks like he's in the right? This is why y'all gotta let the justice system work. You gotta let the evidence come out. You have to let things be presented instead of hopping on Twitter to leave a stupid take. And I know some of y'all are probably gonna be deleting these tweets that y'all made about Jonathan Majors over the next day or so. But understand this. This man could have lost everything due to a lie. And the thing is that I think he was taken down from an army sponsorship or some type of commercial. I don't know. He has some type of, I guess he was doing something with the army and they took that particular thing down. I'm not sure what it is. The army, all the issues they've had, I mean, come on, man. But we all know the army is woke now anyway. Chaudhry insists the statements show her fully recanting her allegations, and she adds this will be presented to the authorities in due time to prove her client did nothing wrong. You know, I still got people on Twitter talking about, well, he's forcing her. How was he? What? So he's forcing her to do a written statement. What is he gonna do? Is he gonna put hands on her? Like how can he force her to do something that she doesn't want to do? She went to the police, so obviously she wasn't afraid of him if she went to the police and said that he did this and that to her. I think a lot of y'all have untreated trauma and you're trying to project it onto Jonathan Majors. That's what's going on here. And I'm sick and tired of you people doing it. You need to go get therapy instead of trying to project onto other people your own trauma. As for why Majors was arrested, if all of this stuff does indeed exist, she tells us it's SOP in police departments to make an arrest after an allegation is levied, and if there's probable cause to back up the claims. In this instance, the NYPD says there was visible injuries. Chaudhry and finish with this. We expect these charges to be dropped soon. The DA will usually request orders of protection in these matters while they are being resolved. Majors has been charged with misdemeanor assault, aggravated harassment, attempted assault, and harassment. He was released on his own reconnaissance and is due back in court in May. In response to Majors' attorney's claims about the woman whom we've been told is a girlfriend of his, the Manhattan DA's office tells TMZ the case is ongoing and they won't be commenting further on the details. What they did say, however, is that a limited court-ordered protection for the alleged victim has been put into place. The DA requested a full order of protection, indicating that they feel the alleged victim needs a bigger force field. Well, I don't think he's going to do anything to her. Why are they assuming that he's going to do something to her when there's no evidence that he is attempting to do anything to her or trying to harass her in any way? Honestly, when you look at the way everything is, right? You look at how, again, this man's career and reputation is on the line. And I truly feel that this is why we have to allow a due process. We just do. We can't sit here and just take somebody's word for it. You have to let the facts come out. Because this is the Army commercial. This is, I think, apparently they took this down. This was a commercial that he did for Army, and I believe they took this down. As you can see here, Because, by the way, there's a new U.S. Army ad campaign that Majors recently signed on to be the face of 2 ads starring him has been released, but they've since been yanked. The U.S. Army says they're doing their due diligence and we'll see how things play out before moving forward. I think he's going to be exonerated of all of this. That's what's going to happen. To me, I just think that the outrage that I've seen from people online has been egregious. Grown people just foaming at the mouth to say he is the bad guy, he's the worst thing ever. No woman would lie. Are you sure? Women lie all the time. See, women have that privilege to lie and get away with it. They have the privilege to be able to lie and say things. Us as men, we got to be fact checked. You know, men have to be fact checked on everything. You know, a woman can beat her husband over the head with a bowling ball and not be arrested. People laugh and they think it's funny. But people are treating this thing that Jonathan Majors is being accused of as if he's just out here harming women and that he's the worst thing ever. That's not even true. This is clearly a guy that needs to distance himself from this woman and never go drinking around her ever again. He may have to stop, drinking around women, period. Because look at the situation he's in now. Look at what he's being accused of. And that's why, again, you have to, as a black man, especially when you are famous, you have to be a lot more careful. You have to be on guard more. And it's sad, but that's just how it is. You have to be on guard more. You can't relax, and because when you have something to lose, people are always going to find angles, unfortunately. So let me know in the comment section, let me know your thoughts, like this video and share it. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and I'll see y'all next one.